What if I told you that watching porn affects your brain like a drug? I remember when I tried it first, I was like 15 at the time. I was scrolling, found it in my room, and I didn't know it was like bad back then. I didn't treat it like a drug. No, I know that meth and crack, all these drugs that are bad for your health. But porn was like normalized. I didn't treat it that it was like this bad thing, like that drug that is like bad for your health. Because every guy in my school that I know, every guy in my class, everyone did this. So every day after school, I came back home, fapped a few times. I felt the guilt, the shame and stuff, but it wasn't that bad that I wanted to quit it. It gave me always this high dopamine that someone would only get if you took like substances and stuff. I did it like occasionally, but before I knew it, I was addicted. If you're in the same situation that you keep relapsing, getting in that same cycle again, where you keep watching and can't stop, then click the link down below and I will personally help you become porn free in just 90 days, guaranteed. There are 5 different things that are affecting your brain from watching porn. And back then I didn't realize it that much. But after I researched, when I got into the NoFap streak, I realized how bad it actually was. The first thing is that it's like hijacking your reward system, your dopamine system. What it means, like dopamine is the feeling good chemical in your brain that always pops up when you do something that you enjoy. For example, like eating ice cream and stuff. And the thing is, if you watch porn, your dopamine gets so high that it gets to a max level, and you maybe think, yeah, but what's so bad with this? Like if you get like the highest enjoyment. The problem is when you get like these highs every day, there's nothing, not really a thing that could compare the enjoyment. Like everything, that means everything else is like not so fun anymore. Like building connections with real people, talking to your friends, going outside, doing your favorite hobby. All these things don't get you the same high as watching porn is. And that's why so many people will procrastinate on so many things when they are addicted to porn. So that means that your brain is getting less sensitive of dopamine. And yeah, how I told you, this gets like very dangerous in the long term. The second thing is that you will build like a habit loop. Every time you will get a trigger, like you getting bored, sad and stuff, or stressed out, and you watch porn, your brain will always tell you in that situation that you can go back to watching these movies. This will build like this cycle, this habit loop, where you always end up in this situation. At the end will feel worse after you watch all these. That means that brain will condition to be in this habit loop, and more you watch it, the more it is like build up this pathway where it's harder to escape that. And after you watch porn, your dopamine will crash like an airplane, where it feels like you have no motivation, you will have constant brain fog, get symptoms of anxiety, depression, have a low focus, and you will get like unrealistic expectations and views of like real relationships. But the good news is, this is why NoFap, this is why all these methods exist, because your brain can rewire, it can heal with like describing your strong why, having a strong reason to quit, deleting social media, all that stuff. Yeah, with abstinence and new habits, new obsessions, you can get back to normal and can synthesize your brain to how it should be working. And after you've been on a journey, you will have better focus, more energy, more motivation to do something real in your life. You know, I would never make this channel, because if I was on porn, I was in my mind like, why should I waste my time making a channel? But since I left, I have this like strong thing in me that I want to share my story and want to help other guys get through the journey themselves. But yeah, if you want to get into the end result fast, then click the link down below and I will personally help you with that. See you in the next video. Bye.